I couldn't imagine what Mary and Joseph went through at the first Christmas. Mary's pregnant. Actually, the King James Version says she's great with child. How would you like that description? And now, with her being pregnant, Joseph has to break the news to her that Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken of the entire Roman world. So everyone had to go to their hometown to register. Imagine Joseph going up to Mary, "Hey, sweetie, honey, guess what? We just won a no-expense paid trip to Bethlehem. Pack your bags. We're out of here." Can you imagine how inconvenient, how hard that trip must have been, that about 80-mile trip from where they were to Bethlehem, how difficult that must have been. And then they get there, and we read that, and there was no room for them at the inn. Think about that. An inn? Why this thing at an inn? This is where Joseph is from. He's got to have relatives, he's got to have family, but no one's taking them in. Everyone's shutting them out. Imagine how lonely they must have felt, how difficult, inconvenient that must have been. For a lot of us, Christmas is inconvenient, full of difficulties and pain. And you're stuck going over to someone's house you really don't want to be at. You're stuck sleeping on a pull-out sofa bed that's just horrible to sleep on. Whoever designed that thing needs to sleep on that their entire lives. That thing's awful. And we have all these things that are so inconvenient for us. And we go, "Oh, it just ruins Christmas. Honey, let's just get through this and get home." Rather than having those things ruin our perspective, ruin our worship at Christmas, how about they remind us of the inconvenience, far more than that Jesus went through? That he gave up heaven, he came down here, that he made himself a frail human being among us. And more than just at Christmas, of what he did for us on the cross. Isaiah 53, actually a devotion I read personally for myself this morning, says this: "He, Jesus, he was pierced for our transgressions. He was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed." Jesus went through far more inconvenience. He went through pain and suffering so that you and I can be free. And that's why he came among us. That's why he came to this world. When you go through the difficulties of Christmas and being inconvenienced, rather than having that ruin Christmas, may it remind you of what God went through for us, and be thankful for him. I'm excited to share with you that generous friends have stepped forward and offered up a $350,000 challenge grant. And what that means is that your gift has twice the impact. The gifts that you give by December 31st will be part of this challenge grant, to be part of that opportunity to share forward this piece of Jesus in television and in digital outreach. Click the link in the post.